What's up, Strava users and KOMers? So, welcome to my next episode here, and this is going to be an awesome segment that you're going to love, and I'll get into it in just a little bit. But first, let's take a look at our leaderboard here. So, coming in with the KOM is Gio, and his time is 5 minutes and 47 seconds. I hear he's a local guy in the Riverside area. So, Gio, if you happen to watch this, then give us your thoughts on the segment. I've actually got his data pulled up right now, and so it looks like when he did it in that time, he did it at 358 watts. So, shoot man, holding 358 watts for over 5 minutes, that's pretty impressive there. I'm wondering if he did it on a gravel bike or a road bike, but awesome segment and awesome KOM that you accomplished right there, man. So what I really love about this segment is that it's all uphill, but there's steep sections and then it mellows out just a little bit, and then it gets real steep again, then it mellows out a little bit, and I really feel like it's the perfect place to do VO2 max intervals at because you have those natural inclines that make you want to go hard for certain periods. And we're off. The start of the segment starts right here, so you may have seen that little dirt road on the left. And it leads right into that stop sign right there, which there's never really any cars there because that road just goes to a dead end. And so here we go. You can see that we are on a 0% grade right now. And oh, check this out. Donkeys! Heck yeah, if you've never been to Moreno Valley, you will see lots of donkeys out here because they're roaming wild like crazy. And this little guy right here, man, dude, as soon as I rolled up on him, he's like, what's up? You want to race? Let's go. And check this out. Dude, he's just leading me out. Okay? In Moreno Valley, you're not allowed to feed the donkeys. But nobody ever said anything to draft off the donkeys. So, here we go. This little young guy, or girl, I'm not sure, he's leading me out. But, little jerk's not letting me get close enough to draft off him. And check this out. He keeps looking over his shoulder. He's checking where I'm at. He's like, what, punk? Like, you think you're faster than me? And I'm like, yeah, I am faster than you. And he just keeps accelerating like crazy. Like, as soon as I catch up to him a little bit, I make up a little bit of ground, he's like off. Look at this. Dude, he's leaving me in the dust. It's like I'm not even a match for him. Like, I'm doing over 200 watts right now, and he's like, bro, are you even trying? Like, this is too easy. All right, here we go. We're going up 5, 6% grade, 7% grade, and this guy is dropping me. Like, no joke. He's just leaving me in the dust. Look at him. He's looking back at me like bro, hurry up. Like, I'm challenging you, and you're not even giving me, like, you're not even making it difficult. You're making it too easy. Look at that. He's stopping. He's waiting. Like, he just ran up he just ran up this hill, and then now he's stopped to wait for me, and I still couldn't catch him, and he starts a little gallop, and man, he's gone. Like, without even trying, he just ditches me. Bro, like, here I am trying to get my PR, and this guy is making me feel like an idiot. Like, the slowest piece of garbage bike rider that there was. Okay? He's not even on a bike. Dude, he's just running. He's running faster than me. Okay? Oh man, this is embarrassing. So here he pulls off onto that side street or driveway, whatever it is, and he didn't want to get hit by that car up there, so he's like, I proved my point, I'll let you go. And so here I go, all by myself. Now, I was actually a little bit worried. I was looking over my shoulder because I wanted to make sure that Mama wasn't coming up from behind me. That's what I was most worried about. But it was pretty fun to have a little race with a little young donkey, and made the ride more interesting, even though he smoked me and made me look like a loser. And I guarantee you that if you do come out to Moreno Valley, you will see donkeys. If you're on the north part of the city, you're gonna find donkeys. So this whole Box Spring area, I don't think I've ever ridden up here without seeing a donkey at least. They're roaming wild, so it's a fun little sight to see. Now you could tell from a little while back in this video that I had already started a decent amount of climbing. I think it got up to 10% at one point. I'm at 5, 6, 7% now, and this is considered the first steep part of the segment. And so, yep, there we go. Up to 10, 11, 12%, 13%, and it's getting pretty tough right here. So you can't really tell how steep that looks, but when you're on the road, this hill right here looks pretty steep. Up to that house where that palm tree is, that's the steepest part up there. And I think we're going to see it get up to probably 15 or 16%. You can see that I'm knocking out about 350 watts right now, and up close to 400 watts, and I'm really pushing hard. Now this is a 0.9, no, sorry. It's just a little bit over a 1 mile segment. And so I'm trying to give it all that I got, but knowing that it's going to take me somewhere around 8 minutes, I wanted to make sure that I kept some in the tank. So my strategy here was actually to hit the steep grades as hard as comfortably possible. Because look at this, 15% right there. Man, it's still going up. With the curve here, it feels a little bit better, but you can see that I'm down to 9%, back up to 10. So it actually does feel a little bit easier at this point. And I think right when we pass that sign right there, I think it's going to level out a little bit, and it's going to give me a little bit of a break. But shoot, I've been over 300 watts for a lot of that last little hill. So the break I mentioned was actually 8%. So not much of a break. But then we are back up to 9 right here. And this was a tough little section, so I stood up, got up to 425 watts or so, right around there. And you could see lots of people come out here to do their walk, because it adds a little bit of resistance to them, which is why I'm on the bike, actually, also. And so, keep going on this segment. It down to 6% grade, so that's a little bit of a break, and that's why you can see that I'm in the 200 watts right there. But it never eases up. It's pretty hard the whole time. Right here, another 12% section, 13%, and I'm really putting it all out there. I'm coming up on the dirt right here. So what I wanted to point out about the dirt coming up is that I think that you could probably do this whole segment on a road bike. So the dirt it's a little bit loose at some sections right here, but it's pretty firm for the most part. So if you had you'd probably want at least 28 millimeter tires. But if you had something like 30 or 32 millimeter tires, I think you could handle this section of dirt with no problem at all. And you'd probably be able to do your best time going up if you're on a road bike rather than a gravel bike like I'm on. I've never done it on a road bike. I've done it on gravel and mountain, and my favorite is the gravel bike because I feel like this road is the perfect gravel bike road. It's ideal. It's nice and wide and big like a real road, but the dirt is mostly pretty hard packed. So not too much further in this segment. We've got some fire vehicles that were doing some work on the mountain up there. So I just passed those guys up. You do get a little bit of traffic coming up here with cars because people go to the Box Springs Nature Reserve, which is the parking lot at the top of this hill. And so people like to hike around up there. It's really pretty and really nice. Cars are always going very slow, so like on the descent, I usually pass the cars on the descent because they're going a lot slower than I can go. All right, here we come. So that rock that you see up there on the right hand side, that's about the start of the two trees segment, or trail, that little sign right there, that's the end of the segment that we are on. So as soon as you cross this pavement, then that's the end of our Peoria to Two Trees. So let's take a look at my stats here. All right, so I did it in 8 minutes and 22 seconds today, and my average miles per hour was 8.2, beats per minute 158, and average watts were 276. So 276 is pretty darn good for me actually to hold for over 8 minutes. I feel like that's a win right there. My 5-minute max watts ever was about 303. Actually, it was 303 watts for 5 minutes. And so to hold 276 for 822, I feel like that's pretty darn good. Now, if you keep following this road, then it's going to take you all the way up to the Moreno Valley M up there on the side of the mountain. And so there's more steep grades up here. So I'm at 0% grade right now, but there are 2 more really steep sections up there. And so I really love this as a good solid training ride. Or if you wanted to use this as a training part of a ride and add on additional miles to the end, I think that makes a fantastic training day in total. So lots of reasons to come out here to Moreno Valley, California and do this segment that I did today. And also there's another segment that goes all the way to the top. And so that's a good one as well that I'll be highlighting one of these days. And it's a lot of fun seeing all the different things that you might find on this trail. You're going to find lots of wildlife and nice trails. There are a lot of ruts on this trail, so when you're coming down, I like to hit it pretty fast on the gravel bike, but it gets pretty rattly actually. So just be careful going through going down the hills, and be careful with any ruts. But overall, I love this ride. This is my go-to gravel ride. It's my favorite section of gravel riding that I've done so far since I've had my gravel bike. So come on out and give it a try.